Hello everyone and welcome to QualityRPGs. Today we are having part 14 of our Mask of the Betrayer playthrough, and well, as it happens there is a remastered of Neverwinter Nights 2 coming, so perhaps I will play this expansion through in the original game and then switch to... Oh, can we... how may I serve I was hoping to enlist your help. Our service is our existence. If we were to leave our lords now, we would serve nothing, exist for nothing, and thus our existence would fade. I go now to lead an assault on the city of the reigning god of the dead. He is Merkel's nemesis. You would be fighting in your lord's service. In life we could not save our kingdom from ruin, and never did the sweetness of true victory grace our palates. We would welcome this chance to vanquish this hated enemy of our lord. Allow us time to muster our forces. When thou arrives upon the city of the enemy, we will invade. Well. So perhaps the Storm of Zehir will actually be with the remastered version. So... now what? Hidden Sanctum. Okay. A nearby portal. I guess the nearby portal is somewhere around here. Yeah, over there. Okay, and we are in the final act, it seems. $65. Can we suppress? Okay. And we have some Merkelites coming. Okay. Well, that's some nice gear over there. Perhaps we should try to rest. Okay, and this is 57. $64. More of the Merkelites. What's that? Silenced. That was a lot of some kind of missiles. And more of them coming. Academy Founders Sanctum. By the way, why are there So many Mercolites here in the Sanctum. Big mysteries of life. Okay, now we have some demons as well, or devils. Okay, and we should have quite a bit of loot, though there is another door. Should we check what's on the other side? Perhaps we should. And I think you could actually heal. Where is heal? There. Aku.
Walk in my step. Follow me.
There's some kind of a silencing area. Let's check the other door as well. This looks a bit bigger place. It seems there is nothing of... Oh. Okay. So there was a teleporter. Do we have our whole gang here? Yes, we do. So some essences. But nothing really interesting in my opinion. And we are back here. Yep, yes. You could heal Antolonia as well.
Is there something you wish?
And let's save and continue. Another teleporter. Well, let's see where it leads. Oh, Nightwalkers. Long time since we last fought these. Okay. Not so tough now. Heavy shield. Some essences. And it seems we have checked this place as well. So let's head back. And then there is that door. I guess we have to enter it. Okay, autosave. I guess we are in for some tough battle.
Perish as you should.
So let's try to take care of these Mercolites. magi or priests first. So that was somewhat a warm welcome. Being a Mercolite here is not that healthy, it seems. Okay, that's a big place. Let's save. Mercolites. Araman. Oh.
Wait, stay your hands, all of you. This is my brother, though his face is not his own. Faith and blood are the strongest ties of all. Stronger than comradeship, purer than the intrigues of love. Forgive me for what I do here, but Akachi's sin must be washed clean. My fight has always been with the Red Woman, from the very start.
Merkel called her my ally. Who is she?
The founder. She started all this, gave life to the Academy of Shapers and Binders. It is alleged that she still lives, hidden somewhere in these halls.
She is a faithless soul. That is all she ever was. But my brother, but you could not see. Her charms dragged Akachi from his god and his faith, and dragged me as well. For what was I but his shadow? And when death took her suddenly, he betrayed our god, all the gods, to tear her from the wall. He failed the test that Merkel set before him.
And the Red Woman is connected with Sapphire somehow, isn't she?
No, you are mistaken, deeply mistaken. Do not go down that road. Nothing good will come of it.
With the daughter. I thought there were only 3, but no. Clever girl.
For the love you bore your brother, let me speak to the Red Woman now. She holds the key to ending my hunger and his.
Mark me. She is a greater monster than our god Merkel ever was. She is the reason for all your suffering, then and now. Ask yourself why Akachi thought to tear his lover from the wall if she did not plant the seed. Ask yourself how a stranger from the west came to lie in the barrow where my brother's remnant lay trapped, if she did not place you there. I am sorry it has come to this, but she has made you her pawn. I will send the Red Woman back to the wall, or I will die and go to my judgment with an untroubled heart.
Okay, I guess it's going to be a battle. And perhaps this is the time to use the abilities. Okay, I guess I'm kind of dazed. Aku, go and... Kaelin, you should heal Aku. Baldur. Hey, you guys, now go and start doing something. Okay. Nice. That was a bit of a battle. And something useful. Helmet. And we got a level up. Where is it going? Yeah, to charisma.
Yes.
Walk in my step.
Okay, so let's save and head onwards. Clay golems.
This place feels strange, as if the objects in here are alive.
Blade spiders, Thean golems, some kind of things.
Get you back from her!
Hessa, Jasima, shoot! Give me a moment to gaze upon.
Mother? I thought you were dead, and you're...
Ancient, wrinkled, a doddering crone. No, I am not the woman you remember, Sophia. Nor am I your mother in the sense you have always believed me to be.
The voices. I understand it now. You and I, my mother, we're all parts of the same person.
Oh.
Same soul.
My sweet daughter, you are all that was best in me. Everything that Akachi loved and gave his soul to protect lives in you. Of all the wicked things I have done to save him, you are innocent, blameless. You began as a part of me, Sophia, but now you are more.
So the woman I knew as my mother, was me. Or rather, us?
I'll tell you all of it, Sophia. Let me just greet.
Yes, all in good time. There's someone you should meet.
My dearest, look at us. You wear the face of a stranger, and I've known hags that are comelier than the prune that I've become. What a pair we are, my love. I must be hideous to you. To him, if Akachi was not the thing that he is, he would turn away from me with loathing.
No, you are not hideous. If Akachi were truly here, he would see only the beautiful woman that he knew in life.
But he is not. The man that I loved is gone, reduced to an empty hunger that seethes beneath your flesh. And the fault is mine. I was the one he went to save, the soul he tore from the wall. So much lost for one fool girl. My beloved launched a crusade and sacrificed all that he was. Better that he had left me to rot, perhaps, and found another pretty thing to distract him from his faith.
I thought Akachi's crusade was for justice, to save all the souls in the world, not just one.
But war has ever been fought for one reason only. I think he came to see what was wrong with his god, with all the gods, because of me. He was here, I pretend. I have never rested since that day. This academy, all you see here, all this was for him. I know I cannot bring him back, but I can end his pain and the punishment that he never deserved. You have given me that chance.
I think you'd better explain yourself.
Place you in the barrow? Yes. Allow you to be joined with the monster that my beloved has become? Yes. Did I tear the shard of gift from your chest? Not with pride, but yes. I have deceived you. Relied upon your own self-interest to end my lover's curse. Done evil for his sake, yes.
Then you deceived me as well. You never told me the truth. You merely said...
That the stranger's life was worth more to me than all the lives on all the planes. That you should treat this stranger as if...
As if I loved him.
Sophia, I never lied to you. You didn't understand my words then, but they were true nonetheless. And you, stranger, who have suffered so much for a love you never knew, yes, you must think me a monster. But what do good or evil matter in the face of love? Love will break an oath, shatter a man's faith, and outlive God's. Love endures when your greatest hope is merely to end the suffering of your beloved, even if he can never again be yours.
Liana Nefris, were they your allies or something more?
Fragments of my soul. I split them from me long ago. If one of us was slain, the others would carry on, and Akachi need never be abandoned. And each of them had talents of her own. A mind, a soul, can be teased apart, its elements distilled. Every person has talents, weaknesses, obsessions. All but the strongest are drowned out in the clamor of the mind. Sever one aspect from the rest, and suddenly it is stronger, more focused than it was as part of the whole.
Then the voices I hear.
Were our voices, yes, our thoughts. We were linked together, Sophia. Our minds never truly separate. Nefris wanted you to know. She thought it practical to tell you, but I forbade it. If you shared in our secret, you'd have shared in our blame.
Sophia said that the voices were louder at times, they kept her out of danger.
We understood the connection, Liana, Nefris, and myself. We could hear each other's thoughts when we chose to listen. And yes, we could speak to one another through our minds, but the bond became weaker with time as each of us grew slowly apart, became her own woman. Liana was the most difficult of all, living in a foreign land, adopting their language and customs. That is why we created the portals, so that Nefris could visit her, to ensure that she did not stray. We all watched over you, Sophia, and made our voices heard when you needed us. You were most precious of all.
I always heard you. Low voices. A crowd of people in another room. But when I'd search for you...
You could never find us, and you learned to ignore our voices over time. Just as we hoped, my sweet daughter. By your ignorance, we kept you safe. Even Araman never guessed what you really were.
What part of you was Liana?
She is all that imagines and questions, withholds judgment, and sees all things anew. What better fragment to be my eyes in a foreign land than one that could love the land and its people as an old Thayan never could?
And Nefris, the headmistress, what part of you was she?
Nefris. The one I knew as mother. Who was really just a fragment of you.
She is not gone, Sophia. Her fragment has returned to the whole, to me. She loved you dearly, as I do. Can you guess what part she was, daughter?
Your resolve. The unyielding scholar, the dutiful mother. The woman that men wouldn't love, but that a daughter could admire.
Not without sweetness to temper her, and that sweetness I gave to another.
Let us speak of something else.
Of questions, or of judgments.
How could you be sure that I would find my way here?
I meant to leave you on your own. Liana would have told you what you were, enough to understand your curse, but not to lay the blame on me. Liana and Nefris, my hands in the world outside this sanctum. Araman slew them both. He had watched me, waiting for all my fragments to reveal themselves. He knew of Nefris already. When he found Liana, he struck. And you were abandoned, with only my Sophia to guard your way.
You allowed Araman to join your academy, why?
Understand. When I knew Araman, he was the pale-faced little brother. So silent, so shy. He hardly spoke a word. I thought him centuries dead, like all the rest. And the years had changed him. As much or more than me. I was not looking for him, so I did not see.
Why use me? Why not someone else?
Because you had the will to master the Blade of Gith, and because through the sword you are bound to my beloved and to all the sword bearers. In a sense, you are his heir, the first in many long centuries, and some part of him knows it. You have more control over your hunger than any of the others.
You acted out of love, not malice. The evils is Merkel's, not yours.
Akachi's fate is Merkel's doing, but your fate is mine. Here is the sword of Gith, its pieces gathered together, the blade reforged as one. It will see you safely through the Betrayer's Gate, to the realm of the dead. I can do nothing more for you, for him. If I've earned your vengeance, then take it.
I forgive you, Founder. Your motives were pure even if your methods were not.
She manipulated you, used you, and yet you... I didn't think anyone could forgive such an act. The Founder was right to trust in you, as was I. I promise you will be freed of this curse. Even if the gods themselves try to stop us, I will be by your side. You have my word.
Go there, and carry my hopes with you. Love is stronger than any justice meted out by a mad god. Let that be Merkel's legacy to the plains, that in the end his cruelty broke before a mortal's resolve.
Okay. And level up.
My allies, I shall lead.
Any new spells? Or spell slots? No.
Yes?
What about you? Not really.
Yes, that is so.
So we should have the Sword of the Gith. Well, that's nice. I guess we will equip it. And to Shadow Mulsantir. Perhaps we should try to rest. Okay, what enemies? Merkelites. Okay. And what's... There is another door. Some chests. Oh no. I hope this is the correct one. Yeah. So I guess to Shadow Mulsantir it is then. This is where our path diverges, but there is more I tend to do. My reach isn't what it used to be, but there are still those who are bound to aid me. I will seek out their help and meet you in the city of the God of the Dead. He repays your loyalty with his own. There is more honor in the warlock than I might have guessed. until our paths cross again until near Erden. Okay, and here we go, and actually I would want to go someplace to have rest. Could I actually use this suppress? No, it's not available. Okay, so I think we will try to make that meter to go to 100 before we actually go onwards. So basically, well, let's visit the market. Some scrolls. Kept to request. Oh, looks rather nice for Kaelin. Chromatic crown. No, we are not. Examine. Nice resistances. What does this do? Armor class bonus and constitution bonus. Yeah, I think. Okay.
Yes?
Could Sapphire actually use it? Okay, nice.
Follow me.
Null grip. +8 weapon. Well, that's nice. Club of Submission. I think we can sell these kind of basic weapons that are only +5. Kitten slippers. What do they do? Dexterity bonus. Construct girdle. Strength +12. Okay, that's rather nice.
To me, my allies, I shall lead.
Yes.
Rod of Reversal. Okay.
Yes, that is so.
Eldritch Charm. Lionstone Ring. Okay, that looks rather
Yes.
cool.
Yes?
Okay,
Is there
I
something
think
you
that's
wish?
enough, and then let's head to do some suppression. No, not this way. Oh, that's arcane spell failure, so it shouldn't bother us too much. Okay, and let's do the suppression. $66. $75. Not that much to go anymore. What's now? 85. A couple of more times. And I think we are ready. And off we go, and while we are going, let's pass through here. Okay, 100. Let's save. And by the way, don't we have those mask fragments? The question is, could we do something about them? Wall of the Faithless. And Boy and Red Woman. I don't know how to actually utilize these. Let's see. So it seems that the mask is combined automatically at some point of the game. Well, there are not that many points left in the game, but yeah, I think we will just head to the Shadow Mulsant here once again. And let's get out of here? To the Temple of Merkel. There might be some guardians over there. Portal to Mulsantir, sealed gate. Yeah, there was something fishy going on that house. Death Guard's vault. And here we go. And perhaps that door will now open to us. The door is black, gleaming even in the dim light of the shadow plane and etched with curving runes. It seems crude somehow, like a lesser copy of a grander work. The keyhole, if indeed it is a keyhole, is a thin vertical opening. It seems more suited to a smooth metal blade than an ordinary key. Insert the Sword of Gith into the keyhole. Sapphire, can you read these runes? These runes are familiar, I have seen them before, though I can't recall their exact meaning. I'm half certain that they have been altered, etched a second time to distort their meaning. If they had been written properly, I think they would have considerable power, a force that would defy or unmake reality. Hey, let's insert the Sword of Gith into the keyhole. The sword clicks into place, turns, and the door swings open. And here we go. Okay. Shadow of the Void. Perhaps we shouldn't kind of try to loot anything from here. Heavy door. Let's see what's in here. More doors. Greater shadow. Well, that's for once on our side. Holy mummified priest. Death Lord. Sounds bad. And we have
To me, my allies, I shall lead.
Kalun missing. Okay. So, have we been level trained? I guess we need to load. Things would be so much easier with the whole party with us. Oh, some ancient things. Okay, so now you guys can come on.
Walk in my step. Follow me.
Oh, cool. Come this way, okay. another Death Lord. And another ancient vampire. Lich King. That sounds like a bad news. Okay, I guess we did take care of them. Cloak. Is there anything of interest over here? A door. Betrayer's Gate. Okay. I don't think we actually want to enter quite just yet. So let's head over there. We still can do some investigations in here, or exploration. Archives door. Can we bash? Okay.
Let the earth take you.
Even if there are dozens of spells, I'm not going to go through all of those bookshelves. Tome of Profane Rebirth. Okay. Lamentation of the Dead.
Walk in my step.
Can Sapphire actually identify the cloak? Yes, she can. Shroud of the Elder Doom. Immunity Death Magic. Could be fair enough, but what about these? Tome of Profane Rebirth. Okay, how to become a lich. Lamentations of the Dead. Well, quite long lamentations. Did we still have some doors left unchecked? Over here, yeah, 2. Okay. I'm not really certain that... I mean, if there is only gold... Is there actually anything worthwhile for us? We are only wasting our spells over here now. For some minuscule experience points. So I think we are off to this place over here. And I think in the next episode we will be entering. But that's everything for today, so thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions and so on. Have a great rest of the day. QualityRPGs out.